Hello, race fans, and welcome to the Eastern Central Racing Association. Here we are, season 1, race number 2, and folks, we are back again. We were here yesterday. I had a very impromptu video showing a recap, showing a replay actually of the season opener, and boy, we were glad we were able to get that to you. And so now we're here, all ready to go. Race number 2 here at Iowa Speedway. Pretty good weather out there, 78-degree air temperature, winds only 2 miles an hour. That track temperature is 80 degrees. And I hope that you'll enjoy the broadcast. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, you want to know when we go live, click that notification bell. Now, they've, of course, now this league, they run fixed setup. They're running 75% fuel here tonight, as many tires as they want. They do have only one fast repair, and they'll get 2 shots at a green-white checker attempt, and ready for 154 laps here at this .89 mile facility. Now, we already, like I said, we already ran the season opener there at Daytona. So what we'll do is let's go ahead and bring up the points here from the results from the first race. Justin Lesher, he's leading with 198. Then we have Travis Eccles in second, Brian Kozak third, Cade Honey fourth, Travis Kraswinski that rounds out the top 5. Then we have Matthew Dunn sixth, Robert Johnson seventh, Shane Christie eighth, Corey Boone ninth, Matthew Chase finishes up the top 10. Then we have Danny Foster 11th, Garrett Kaiser 12th, Levi McFarland 13th, and 14th we have David Meacham, 15th Matthew Kinley, and Braxton Sponsler is in the 16th position. And of course, you definitely want to give a shout out to our sponsor, the league sponsor, Butt Kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Appreciate them coming on board and helping this league exist here and help them keep things going here. And so we definitely want to give a shout out to them. And we have a few minutes left here. I'll go ahead and let's see. It looks like we'll bring up the timing tower here in the practice session. Looks like we got about 9 minutes left, and you can see where your favorite drivers are. We'll go ahead and split that up so you can see everything. And let's go ahead and head on down on the track and see who's out there. There's Justin Lesher. Right now he's currently in the 3rd position there with that 23.195. That's his best lap so far. There's Travis Eccles, currently 9th fastest. Boy, Travis, he really went for it last week at Daytona. Made a last-minute dash to get to that victory. It came up just a little short, but he's currently 2nd in the points, though. So a very good run there for Travis Eccles. There's the 50 car, Danny Foster. He's currently 13th fastest with a 23.409. Let's see who else is out there. There's Levi McFarland in the 11 machine, and he's currently 11th fastest, 23.403. Who's that in front of him? Matthew Kinley in the 34. He's 6th fastest at the moment, 23.257. There's Cade Honey. He's 4th fastest with a 23.202. I got a good feel out here tonight. It looks like so far we've got maybe 22 cars in the server. So definitely going to have a good feel here tonight. Now Brian Kozak, he's out there. He's in the server, but I think he's going to be like race control tonight. So unfortunately, he won't be in the race, but Brian's here. He'll be manning things in race control. There's John Hopley. He's 8th fastest with 23.381. Oh, got a little loose on him there going through the grass. He was able to get her woed down before he get into the wall or anything. Good save there by John. Hopped on back to the pits there and go out and try it again. There's Matthew Chase. Oh, showing some damage on that right front there. Currently 17th fastest with 23.494. Iowa kind of reminds me of Richmond. It's like Richmond's big brother. Because Richmond's right about 3/4 mile track, and Iowa here is just a touch under 9/10 of a mile, and but it does race a little different. It's not as tight as Richmond. Richmond can be a little tricky on you, and when you have a little bit more room. So, sometimes I wish Richmond, that's my home track, I wish Richmond was about the size of Iowa. That I think that'd be cool. Looks like he remains 18th fastest. See, there's Kyle Martin. He's 9th fastest so far with a 23.374. That's his best time so far. So who's that behind him? 22 there, Craig Martin. So far, he's 17th fastest with a 23.488. Boy, it's going to be some good racing out here tonight, folks. Nice field of cars here. We're excited to get going. And we were ready to go starting tonight for this broadcast, and then we kind of had that the idea came up, hey, let's try to see if we can do the season opener. They unfortunately didn't have anyone to broadcast their season opener, and but we were glad we were able to bring that to you, and that is in their playlist on the Rice Motorsports TV channel. Stephen McComas, 7th fastest with a 23.305. Who else is out there? It's Craig Martin. He's 17th. We saw Craig at the 22. Oh, I just heard somebody blow up. Not sure who that was. Not as many people on track as before, because we're getting close to qualifying here. Boy, Tyler Powers right now, he's leading the field, 23.116. And he is just barely there. Justin Lesher is right behind him. They're 0.03 of a second, 23.155. So we may see them doing some battling. Justin getting into that outside wall there just a little bit, trying to find the limits here at Iowa. See, there's Garrett Kaiser. He's 20th fastest at the moment. 23.599. And this track will start to wear those tires after a while, and you do have to get them up there. Oh, and give a shout out to the folks in the chat there. Hey, let me know who's your favorite driver, who you're cheering for. There's Justin Backus going cheering for Kyle Martin there, giving him a shout out. And Kyle, he's currently 9th fastest, 23.374. There's a 93 of Travis Kwiecinski, currently 16th fastest with a 23.413. Okay, Casey Miller, I guess she's cheering on the 11. So they said that 11 is pretty hard. I don't know if she means the car or who. I mean, Levi McFarland is the number 11, and may be referring to the paint job. But he's currently 8th fastest at the moment with the 23.357. There he goes now, heading out of pit road. That is a mean looking ride though. Oh, he had to pull over for a second, get things straight there for him. He decided to go back in the pits. Now they with a fixed setup, you only have but so many things that you can change. You know, change your steering ratio, and I believe you probably can change your brake bias a little bit. But there's only 2 or 3 things that you really can change, and so not a whole lot that you can really do. So it leaves it mostly in the hands of the drivers. Everybody pretty much, everybody has the same setup, and that's just to give you a little bit of a feel. You know, you can make the car a little bit lighter or a little tighter or looser. From some of those limited settings that you have. So now I think we're getting ready to roll over to qualifying. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break, and then we roll into qualifying. We'll be right back. Hey, you're watching the Eastern Central Racing Association Season 1 race number 2 here on Rice Motorsports TV.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Okay, we're back here with the Eastern Central Racing Association, and the clock just winding down to 0 there, and we're going to roll over to qualifying here. Now, it's private qualifying, so you can only see one car on track at a time. So as we see some cars come out, then we'll try to see if we can lock in on them here. See a few guys already coming in here. There's Travis Kraswinski making his way out. One of the first 3 or 4 cars to go out on track. Coming around to start his first hot lap. We'll go ahead and bring up the timing tower so you can see folks as they qualify. Powers already has a time on the board, 23.37, time to beat. Kraswinski, he is now third fastest, a 23.733. More times coming in on the board here. 7 got a time on the board, now 8 so far. Let's see if Kraswinski, he's slipped down to 5th. Let's see if he moves up some positions here. Crosses the line. And he does improve his time, but not his position. 23.456. Let's see, Matthew Kinley, he's currently 4th fastest. The 23.539. I'm sorry, 23.359. Looking to improve on that, see if he can get a little closer to the top. Justin Lesher right now has the provisional pole. He also improves his time, but not his position. 23.218. See, there's Shane Christie, currently 6th fastest with a 23.422. Oh, it gets away from him just a little bit, and that's probably going to be obviously a slower lap. And it's still counted because he didn't go off track and he didn't touch anything, but it was a slower lap there. So, see, there's Matthew Kinley. Look like he's done. So he's right now is remaining 4th fastest at the moment. Let's see who else is out there. There's Brandon Sponsler. He doesn't have a time yet. 23:15 is the time to beat. This should be his first hot lap, I believe. Comes to the line, and he right now is 15th fastest with a 24:363. Trying to improve, and now I got bumped to 16th. See if you can move up the order here just a little bit. Crosses the line. Let's see what happens. And he improves his time, moves up to 14th fastest at the moment, 23:705. Good effort there for Braxton Sponsler. Bob Johnson, currently 9th fastest with a 23:527. Let's see if he can move up from that 9th spot as he crosses the line. And it doesn't look like he might have touched a wall somewhere because his time didn't change. So his second lap probably didn't count there. And it looks like just about everybody who's going to qualify. Let's see. Who is that? That is Kyle Martin. He doesn't have a time yet. And he's one of the last cars, I think, that are on track. So, and he loses it. And so... yeah, that's gonna be end of qualifying for him there, unless he decides to go out again. He has about 45 seconds, a little bit less than 45 seconds. I don't know if he's gonna try to go or not, because you only have the 2 laps. So looks like he is going to go for it. He better hurry up, though, because we're at 4 minutes and 34 seconds. It's a 5-minute session, and he might get in one hot lap. We'll see what happens here, because the session is going to shut off automatically when it rolls over to, when it counts down to 0. We'll see if he can get one lap in here. Not sure, though. And I think he ran out of time, folks. Yep, checkered flag is out, and so we're rolling over. And as we're waiting for the cars to take to the starting grid, we're going to pause for our national anthem. All right, the cars are lining up on pit road there, getting ready to roll out, and we'll go ahead and bring up the starting grid here for you. On the pole, we have Justin Lesher starting first, Corey Boone second, Tyler Powers the third, Matthew Kinley fourth, Travis Eccles in that fifth position. Starting sixth will be Stephen McComas. Shane Christie, seventh. Eighth, we have Travis Kraswinski. Ninth, Bob Johnson. John Hopley rounds out the top 10. Then we have Garrett Kaiser. Brad Kirby starting 12th. 13th position, we have Levi McFarland. Then Braxton Sponsler, 14th. 15th is Danny Foster. 16th is Craig Martin. Now, the rest of the field didn't post any time. So Brian Kozad, I believe he is race control. He's showing as 17th, but I don't believe he's actually racing. Matthew Dunn, 18th. Cade Honey, 19th. Matthew Chase, 20th. Kyle Boone, 21st. Kyle Martin, 22nd. And David Meacham in the 23rd position. And we're getting ready to wait for that green flag here. Got one, looks like we're going to have one more pace lap here, warm-up lap. I don't know if it's my eyes or not, but it looks like his rear spoiler is lower than what it was before. That's strange. Making their way down the backstretch here now. Lights are out on the pace car. Should be pulling in this time around. And the pace car is in, waiting for that green flag.
Green, green, green.
And we've got a green, and we're racing here at Iowa. Oh, he's blinking there just a little bit, but he does get away pretty good. Corey Boone, he's back there battling with the guys second, third, fourth. Corey Boone with Tyler Powers there right behind him. Matthew Kinley fourth. Stephen McComas in that fifth spot. But boy, Justin Lesher, he really got away there. Got a good gap there. Oh, just a little over half a second already to Corey Boone. And Boone, he's already put some distance between him and Tyler Powers. Powers, he got the 34 Matthew Kinley there right behind him, though. These top five, they're starting to separate themselves from the pack just a little bit. Looks like Stephen McComas, though, he's trying to move in on Kinley here. The rest of the field is dispersed pretty good. Well, further back, there's Travis Eccles in the 72 machine in the 7th position. Somebody up there is blinking in front of him just a little bit. You see that smoke? That's not somebody sliding. Those of you may be new to online racing. When you, if a car blinks just a little bit, it's a connection issue, and there'll be a little telltale puff of smoke there. And of course, a lot of times you'll just see the car blink out anyway. And when they blink out, there's also smoke there as well. And let me tell you, that can be a nerve-wracking thing for a driver. Because, you know, they've had some problems with netcode here lately, and we'll explain about that. Oh, we got a yellow here. Caution here on lap number 5. Let's see, Kyle Martin, I believe, was involved there. Oh, trying to lock in on Kyle. There he is there. He might have just spun. Doesn't look like he has any damage. So let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Kyle there. Oh, he's blinking out on us. Can't lock in on him. Don't know why. Oh, there. Okay, he was his connection was gone for a while, and we'll just slow it down here. And he was already down on the inside there. Yeah, he's already down on the inside. Look, I couldn't see who that was. He got together with somebody, and yeah, he's blinking quite a bit, so we can't really stay on him. Let's take it back alive here. But it doesn't look like he has a whole lot of damage. Oh boy, the 22's got a lot of damage though. He's on pit road. Let's see, who is that? The 22 machine. Trying to find him in the lineup here. I don't see, there he is, Craig Martin. Boy, he's missing the whole front clip on that car. Going to have to use his fast repair early on here. And he elects not to. I mean, it's not an aerodynamic track like Daytona or Talladega, so he may decide to just, you know, deal with it for the time being. It's more or less short track racing. And unless it's, now he kind of rolled the dice when he came in because, okay, look, he's okay because a lot of times you don't know if it's going to be optional repairs or mandatory repairs. And if it's mandatory, you're literally just stuck there, and it could be minutes. You know, it could be 10, 15 minutes if the damage is severe enough. But he got lucky enough this time. He was able to get in there and get as much work done as he wanted to and get on back out on track and try to salvage something here. Let's back up here with your leader here. Justin Lesher continues to lead. And we're going to have at least one more lap of caution here. Lights are still on the pace car. Nobody else is on pit road for the moment. Travis Eccles also came in. David Meacham, Matthew Chase, they all came in. So far, it looks like it's only those four that came in. David Meacham came in. He won the battle of pit road. His pit stop was only 15.48 seconds. Everybody else was 16 or higher. And we're going to have at least one more. We're going to have one more caution lap after this one because the lights are still on the pace car. So while we're waiting for the to go back to green here, well, we'll take another quick break and we'll be right back. Hey, you're watching the Eastern Central Racing Association Season 1 race number 2 here on Rice Motorsports TV.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400 lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nice.
Green flag, green flag.
Okay, we're green once again here. Lap number 11. Justin Lesher taking up where he left off. Oh boy. They almost had a coming together there. Tyler Powers and Corey Boone.
Green flag, green flag.
Powers in that second position. There's Corey in the third spot now. There's a 7 of Stephen McComas. He was trying to make a move on the 34, Matthew Kinley. Kinley's still managing to stay ahead. He's running a bit wide there at the moment. Oh, he's blinking out on us just a little bit. A little right behind him there's Bob Johnson. You can still see the leader up ahead. Lesher already has 8/10, almost a full second on second place. Powers there. Tyler Powers, he hasn't quite gotten away from Corey Boone there. Boone trying to close in on the 20 machine. Now he's one of the cars that's blinking quite a bit. We may not be able to lock on him too much because every time we lose a connection, you know, it kind of hesitates there. Matthew Kinley right there behind them. And he's got Stephen McComas there for company. And they're starting to spread there. We saw Travis and Bob Johnson further on back in the 8th position. There's Brad Kirby. Field's starting to get spread out. The top 10 or so are starting to get spread out quite nicely. There's Levi McFarland in 9th spot. He's got a little gap there between Garrett Kaiser. Then we have the 7, Shane Christie back there in the 11th position. Nice battling going on here. There's Travis Eccles trying to close in. Lesher still around 0.8 of a second ahead of Powers up front, so they're still spaced out pretty good. You can see on the track map how well they're spaced out up there. Oh boy, Eccles closing in on that 7 pretty good, coming off of turn 2 there. Trying to see if he can make a move down on the inside. He might try to get that 11th spot. He can't. Does he have the momentum to get it? Not quite. He remains in the 12th position. Cade Honey right there behind him as well. Now he's sizing up Travis Eccles there. He's watching what's happening in front of him. Oh, and he's going to go underneath the 18 if he's not careful. Garrett Kaiser right there, he swung wide there just a little bit, but so far he's able to keep the 77 back there. Back up near the front there, there's Matthew Kinley in the 4th position. Now, boy, he's over 1.5 seconds behind Corey Boone at this moment, so nowhere close to the top 3 at all. He does have Stephen McComas there, not too far behind him, though. And I'll tell you, these tires, I think we just had a change in the leader, folks. Tyler Powers trying to get that lead from Justin Lesher. Lesher trying to battle back here. Here they go into turns 1 and 2. With Lesher, he might get it back here. Let's see what happens when they come down the backstretch here. Still not quite clear of the 20. He's going to try that low line. I would think that'd be a little harder on those tires. Can't quite get the angle he needs to get up there past Powers. He settles back into the 2nd position. Now 23 laps in the book. The fact they're getting ready to come around now and start lap 24. And you can see on your track map how the top 3 have definitely separated themselves from the rest of the field. 4th place, Matthew Kinley. He's comfortably in the 4th spot. And then also Stephen McComas, he's pretty comfortable in 5th. Travis Kraslinski, he's not too bad in 6th spot. Then the next battle is back there 7th with Brad Kirby and company. Battling with Bob Johnson, Levi McFarland. Oh, who's that? McFarland taking a look on the inside. I'm sorry, that was Johnson, my bad. Bob Johnson trying to hold on to that position. Kirby fighting back. And if he's not careful, Levi McFarland, he's going to get a run on that 76 car. Johnson's trying to dive down in those turns and get up under Kirby, but then when he pushes up coming off the corner, he's almost opening the door there for Levi McFarland. Travis Eccles trying to work himself into that situation there as well. Meanwhile, up the front, Tyler Powers, he is broke out to just about a 1 second lead now over Justin Lesher. Lesher now, he's got Corey Boone for company. Boone's going to see what he can do with the 8 car there. Oh, he's going to take a look on the inside. Oh, yeah, and he does get by. Lesher, boy, I think he had to check up. He almost went into the outside wall there. So now Justin Lesher falls back to the 3rd position. Now he's lost, if he was your pole setter, he's lost 2 positions there since the start of the race. Of course, he's still over 2 seconds ahead of Matthew Kinley, so he's in no danger of falling in even further back at the moment. Trying to hold on there to Corey Boone. Let's go back to Matthew Kinley here. He's still comfortably there in that 4th spot, and right now he's got 1.8 seconds behind Lesher and almost 2.5 ahead of McComas. So he might have a nice, comfortable, quiet evening here tonight. All things being equal, if it stays and not have too many cautions. Let's go back to McComas there. He's doing pretty good in that 5th spot. Travis Kuzminski. And everybody's about if you look around about the top 10 or so, each of them has about a second on each other. Now, he's about 1.3 ahead of Brad Kirby. Now, he's only about a half second ahead of Bob Johnson, though. And then Travis Eccles is right behind Johnson. Travis Eccles has his own problems back there, got his hands full with Cade Honey and Levi McFarland. Four laps complete of 154 tonight. These laps are rattling off pretty quickly here. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's Shane Christie in the 7 machine. He's running in 12th spot. He's trying to chase down Levi McFarland. Now McFarland, he's having a nice little battle there with Travis Eccles, trying to get that into the top 10. Looks like he might get by the 72. Let's see what happens. Eccles taking that low line. Boy, Eccles, he got down on that apron. He's still okay. Boy, you got to be careful getting that apron around here. It will turn you around. But he is now in the 11th position. McFarland now up to 10th. And Christie has moved in on the 72 as well. He probably, on the 72, probably lost some momentum there when he caught that apron. Allowed Christie to catch up to him. Well, it depends on if they get a chance to do any you know, even if they have cautions, you know, they don't have to worry about should I take tires now or not, because they'll definitely have, you know, plenty of tires to go around here. Up the front there's okay, Tyler Powers, he's blinking in and out. You saw the timing in tower. It showed him going from first to second or a little further down. Whenever a driver blinks out like that, he actually loses his position on track, even though he's technically still there. And the worst thing is sometimes you'll see a driver just lose his connection completely, and by the time he gets in the server again, he may have lost 3 or 4 laps or 5 laps, and sometimes maybe even more, and depending on the size of the track. But as it stands, Tyler Powers still in that first position. Corey Boone trying to close in once again on the 20 machine. And they've got a very good gap there to Justin Lesher, who started the race on the pole. Now he's still doing pretty good to hang on into the top 5. Definitely, he's like 3 seconds ahead of Matthew Kinley. There's Kinley way back there, and he's got a nice gap on Stephen McComas. It's not till we get around back into the mid pack here we see some guys battling. There's Matthew Chase currently running 14th. Let's look a little further back. That's Craig Martin. That was the guy who lost the nose. He's running 16th position, so, you know, he's not dead last. As I said before, it's not a super speedway. If anything, he just lost some track position, but he's still going along with the front of that car missing. Let's look a little further back. There's Danny Foster. Nice little battle going on here. It's actually not between him, it's between Kyle Boone and Braxton Sponsler there. Sponsler, he's trying to catch the 38 car. Oh, and there goes who is that, the 20? Now, they're starting to go laps down now because the leaders are catching them. So they're trying to battle each other, and the leaders are coming by. So it's getting a little tricky here for the leaders. Let's go back there. There's Justin Lesher. He's actually in 3rd position, trying to work his way through the lap traffic. And he's 2 seconds behind the leader, and you know, on one hand, yeah, it may hold the lead up just slightly as he works his way through traffic, but then, of course, when he gets to the traffic, hey, now it's holding him up as well. So he definitely has to do everything he can to get through this traffic quickly. You got the number 12 there right in front of him. That's Kyle Martin. It's still showing Martin on the lead lap. He hasn't been lapped yet. I think so far we've got, let's see, we've got about 16 cars on the lead lap, 15 or 16 cars on the lead lap. Let's go up here with your leader, see if he's getting ready to catch somebody else. Yeah, he's got Hopley there that he's getting ready to, John Hopley, he's getting ready to put him a lap down. I think Hopley might have already been a lap down, actually. Let's see. Yeah, Hopley, he's already showing. That just froze the timing tower for a second. You're seeing only the top 20. And you can see where Hopley, he's actually the first car lap down right now. And that would make Cade Honey actually on the tail end of the lead lap. Oh, something happened to him? I wonder if he's just blinking there. He kind of disappeared there all of a sudden. Let's go to, okay, you know what? Wow, there he is. I think a few of the guys are having connection issues. Right now he's showing in the 5th position. And I think that's why sometimes you see the cars moving back and forth so quickly up and down the order, because they lose their connection and they momentarily drop out of the contention, and then the timing and scoring has to pick them up again. And Corey Boone, he's right there behind the 20, about 3/10 actually. Doing a good job to hold on to Tyler Powers there. Now 51 laps complete. Let's look a little further back in the field here. There's Danny Foster in that 50 car. Now he's battling with Kyle Martin there, but then Kentley is in the 4th position, so he's not in that fight. The 34 car, he's not in that particular fight. That's just between the 50 and the 12 machine.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, got a caution. Caution here on lap 53. Let's go down and see if we can see what happened here. Looks like it was Brandon Sponsler. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Let's go back on the replay here and see if we can see what happened to Brandon there. Oh, he was okay. Not sure what I think he thought he was getting ready to come into pit road, and he almost went down that outside access road and just lost control of the car. And that's basically what happened. And so no damage to anyone else, and even he doesn't have a whole lot of damage. You know, dinged up the right front there just a little bit, but he should be okay. So we've got a caution here. And he will catch up to the field, and here comes your leaders now coming down pit road. Powers and Boone right there together. Lesher also coming in. Things could get interesting here as they get these fresh tires on. Everybody on pit road. While they're on pit road, we'll take a quick break as all the cars get serviced here, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Eastern Central Racing Association Season 1 race number 2 here on Rice Motorsports TV. again, folks, taking a quick look at their schedule. Boy, they've got a lot of good racing for you here this season. We're at round number 2 here, Iowa. They've got Las Vegas coming up, Phoenix, Bristol, Talladega, Kansas, Sonoma, and Texas the first half of the season. Then we go back to Daytona, then to Charlotte, Kentucky, North Wilkesboro, back to Talladega again, Michigan. Got to get a road course in there at the Glen. Then we come to my home track, Richmond Raceway, and then the end of the regular season at Atlanta. This is we're on lap 57, about to start lap 58. Only the second caution of the evening. Tyler Powers once again back up the front as all of the pit stop cycle around lights are out on the pace car, so we will be going green next time around. It'll be lap 59 on the restart. Everybody's gone in. I think John Hopley, he's on pit road actually. He's the only car on pit road. So I'm not sure. He came in very late. Making their way down to turn 3 here. Pace car will be heading in this time around. And there he goes down on pit road, waiting for that green flag, or I think the leader restarts it. And we're racing once again. Powers with a good jump there. Hey, want to give a shout out to folks in the chat. Who is it? Mara Tershunian? I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Cheering on Kyle Martin tonight. Boy, there's Justin Lesher. Got those fresh tires. Boy, he is going for it now, folks. Lesher, just like that. As long as he gets some fresh rubber on that 8 machine, I think he can get the better of Powers. Maybe Powers is fighting back, but I think in the long run, Tyler Powers may make the tires last a little longer. We'll see what happens as the race progresses. Lesher he's fighting hard to get that lead position. And he still won't give it up. Tyler Powers is fighting hard on that outside line. And look who's up in the 3rd position. There's Kate Honey. Uh-oh, got a caution. Caution here, lap number 62. You know what they say sometimes, cautions breed cautions. So something just happened here. Let's see if we can see what happened. And I think it might have been Corey Boone involved. Oh, yeah, it's showing some damage there on that left rear. Let's go back and look at the replay here, see what we see here. There he is. He got the 34 up underneath him. Oh, yeah, that's where the damage came from. 34 might have pushed up into him there just a little bit. That was Matthew Kinley. And it got him turned around a little bit. And nothing else, nobody else got caught up in that. So this will give somebody else an opportunity to get some fresh tires, perhaps. McComas, he's down. Oh, damage off for McComas there. I don't know what happened to him, but he's got some major damage there. I don't know if that happened part of this or what. Let's go back a lap or two and see if was he involved in that at all. Now the car looks okay there. Oh yeah, see the accident happened in front of him, and he got into the 34, and he caught both of them there just a little bit, and that's where he got his damage from. So at first I thought nobody else got caught up in it. Unfortunately, the 70 did get caught up in it, but not too bad. He is coming in, getting some work done. Looks like he might have went ahead and used his fast repair. And so And now we're on our way. We're not quite to the halfway point yet. I'm back up with the leaders. They've caught up with the pace car here. It looks like everybody has come in, and everybody who was going to come in has come in and had servicing done on their car, and everybody's back out and ready to go once again. And your top, looks like your top 5, they all pitted on lap 54. And matter of fact, everybody in the top 7 only pitted once so far. So none of the top 7 came in this particular time. That definitely helped Cade Honey. He gained some track position there. He was back there quite a bit. He gained 16 positions. I'm not sure if he stopped on 54 along with the leaders, but wow, he sure picked up a lot of spots. Of course, he was right up the front at Daytona when they were battling pretty hard up there, and so shouldn't be too surprised to see him at the front there. And I think Kinley is the only one that's showing as retired. That would be Matthew Kinley. I believe he put the number 34 behind the wall. Now, in 22nd position, Craig Martin, he's 2 laps down, but he's still running there. Kaiser right now, he's in the lucky dog position, the number 18 machine. So if he stays out of trouble, next caution, should get a lap back. Unless somebody else ahead of him goes a lap down, and then they'll be the lucky dog. And I believe that, let's see if the lights go out this time around. And yes, they do. It'll be 1 to go. It'll be lap 68 on the restart. Tyler Powers getting ready to get going once again here. Now making their way through turns 3 and 4. Pace car is in.
Green, green, green.
And we're racing once again here at Iowa. Got a pretty good jump that time. Oh boy, here comes Cade Honey. For a minute there, I thought he made a move on the 8 machine, but now he's going to settle back there into that 3rd spot. 93 Travis Kozwinski right there. Boy, look at the 7 of Shane Christie. He closed up, and he almost was tempted to go up in that gap. He was like, no, I better stay out of there. I mean, that hole closed up. It was a hole there, but it closed up really quick. He's got Honey down on the inside, Kozwinski on the high side there.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, we got a caution. I think it's Travis Eccles. Yeah, Travis showing some, let's see if he's got any damage. Oh, got a bit of damage. That 72 machine is smoking. That is not good. Definitely going to have to use a fast repair. Let's see if we can, let's roll this. Let's go back up there and grab that and see what happened to Travis. There he is in the 72 machine. He's got the 83 right behind him. There's a 70 car. Steve, okay. I was looking down for a minute. What happened there? Let's see. Let's run that back a little bit. Did he? I think he just lost it on his own, I believe. Okay, he's coming off of the turn. I don't think anybody got into him. Yeah, it just got away from him. That's all. Looks like they were coming off for 2, I believe, and he could not keep it off of that inside wall. Actually, that was turn 1 that they turn 2 that they just came off. It was turn 2, and man, he bounced off that wall hard, and that's what gave him that damage. Let's go back live here, and he's still trying to get down to his pit box. A few other folks are on their way in. In fact, they're already in. Bob Johnson, he's down at his pit box. Echo's still making his way in. He still hasn't got there yet. He's creeping down, trying to keep that car from blowing up, and he'll probably use his there you go. He just used his fast repair, get some fresh Goodyears for that 72 machine. He'll be on his way. And I think he's the only car on pit road now. He is down and away. That's going to put him back to 17th position. Several more guys coming on down pit road. There's Foster. Kyle Martin's on pit road. Craig Martin's on pit road. He still hasn't used that fast repair to fix that 22 car. I don't remember seeing him involved in anything else, so I'm guessing he still has it. He's probably just trying to hold on to it till the end of the race, because at the end of the race things could get crazy. You never know, and we're getting very close to the halfway point now. We're on lap 72, only just a handful of laps before halfway. It's going to be about lap 77, I would believe. It'd be the halfway point. Let's see who else is in. Braxton Sponsler, who's making his way down pit road. Looks like he's showing a little damage on that left front there. Now he is banged in there just a little bit. Let's see if he uses his fast repair. Now he's going to try to save his as well. Okay, he did end up using it. Okay, so now they only had the one, and so that'll be it. He's the only car on pit road, and right now, let's see. Okay, for a minute there, I thought Krzyzewski was the leader. Powers might have been blinking there a little bit. The timing and scoring will move him around if he blinks out for a second. So it's Powers, Justin Lesher there in that second position. Travis Krzyzewski in third. Cade Honey now in the fourth position. We've got Shane Christie rounding out the top 5. Then there's Matthew Dunn in the 6th spot. Matthew Chase, I believe he is 7th maybe, or they're jockeying for a position, getting lined up here. I think he is 7th. And they're moving around on me. Levi McFarland, he's showing 8th. Now showing Matthew Chase is 9th. And it's showing Stephen McComas rounding out the top 10. I believe the lights are out on the pace car. Going with that Joker machine. Okay, pace car turns in. I think Powers is going to lead him to the restart. He drops the hammer. He's gone once again, folks. Tyler Power getting some really good restarts. Boy, look at Krzyzewski. He tried his best to get around Lesher. Lesher wasn't having it. In fact, Lesher has now jumped up to the lead. Boy, behind him, boy, there's all kinds of scramble going on back here. Shane Christie now in that 4th position. He's battling hard with Cade Honey there for that spot. So far, he's holding on to it. Brad Kirby down on the inside of Honey. Gonna see if he can make a move on the 77. They go into turn 3. Looks like he will, and there goes Honey. Trying to do the undercut on him there. Not close enough to really make that happen. And now at the halfway point, 77 laps complete of 154 scheduled. These guys are battling along. Boy, Justin Lesher, he is pulled out to just over a second. He was a second ahead. He's still got a pretty good gap there. There he is. There's Tyler Powers there in second. Travis Kozminski still in that 3rd spot. Shane Christie 4th. There's Kirby in the 5th position. Boy, Honey, I think he went up really high there. He had to get out of it. I think he's opening the door there for the 70 of Stephen McComas there just a little bit. McComas going to take a look down on that inside. Not quite close enough to make a move on the 77. And he's got Matthew Chase behind him. Pretty darn close there. Going left and right, trying to find a way past the 70. Oh, that was Cade Honey in the wall. I saw him get up there earlier, folks, and this time he made some heavy contact there. You could hear it when he hit the wall. That right front knocked in there just a little bit. He's still continuing on. Definitely picked up some damage on that 77 car. That's Garrett Kaiser. I'm sorry. Who is that? That was Cade Honey. Who is that right behind him? That was Hopley. Now, Hopley's not on the lead lap, though. The 99 of John Hopley. Kyle Martin, he's in that 18th position. He's going to get past Cade Honey there. He's moved into the 18th position. Honey's starting to slip back a bit here now from that damage. Things going wrong for the 77 there. Kyle Martin now at 18th spot. I think, we got some cars down on the inside. We just passed them. Now, they were down off the racing surface. So that means we're going to stay green, folks. And then, boy, that is bad news for whoever, I think that was, who was that, Kirby? I think that was Brad Kirby. Is he even still running? Now, he's down on pit road. He was one of the cars that spun. Let's take a quick look and see what happened to Kirby there. And all this happened, and we had no caution. Okay, he just lost it. He collected the 83. Oh, boy, talk about bad luck. And they both went down to the inside so quickly that it actually stayed green. And that was Corey Boone, the 83. Let's take it back live here. And it looks like he is on pit road getting tires. Meanwhile, up the front there's Kozminski there in the 3rd position. Boy, he's almost 3 seconds behind Powers. Tyler Powers is just under half a second behind Lesher, trying to see if he can reel him in here. Like I said earlier, folks, I think Tyler Powers may be able to make those tires last a little longer. Now, Justin Lesher, he did good to get up there and get into the front. He may be working those Goodyears a little too hard. And here goes Powers taking a look down on the inside. Oh, boy, they get close there, side by side. He doesn't get to pass that particular time. You're at lap 88 now. He is right there, though.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, we got a caution. And this is caution number 5. Let's see. I think that was David Meacham, and he's just getting turned around now. Doesn't look like he's showing too much damage. Let's go in the replay and see if we can see what happened. Oh, okay. He was on the outside of 3 wide. I think somebody got loose, turned into him there, and he ended up facing the wrong direction, get it locked down so he doesn't hit anybody else. Tough luck there for David Meacham. We'll take it back live here. And he may or may not come in and use a fast repair for that. A lot of your leaders are on pit road, though. Justin Lesher leading the field down. Boy, look at everybody coming down pit road. Let's see what kind of lap time he gets here. Tires going on, left side's going on. He's down and away, 14.4 seconds. Powers, he was 14.6. And Christie he was 14.7. McFarland, I think it was 12.5 there for the 11 car, I believe. It changed so quick there on me. I think this will definitely be more of a battle of tires than it will of fuel, because the number of times they've gotten to stop now, and you know, it doesn't take that long to cook out the laps here, so it's definitely going to be the tires. McFarland in that 6th position. He's gained 7 positions since the start of the race, so he's having a good run there, running inside the top 10. So now Justin Lesher, he's right back up there behind. Well, actually, Bob Johnson is your leader now. And he last pitted on lap 70, so he stayed out. Boy, he's the only car that stayed out. Everybody else pitted on lap 89. The only other folks who stayed out that pitted with him were Meacham and Kyle Martin. And I don't know. He may be doing it just to get a point for leading the lap, get a bonus point, because I'm pretty sure they're going to eat him up with those fresh tires. But hey, if you get an opportunity to get a bonus point, why not take it? He is on the lead lap, and the way these cautions are coming right now, he might grab another caution before he loses a lap, and then he'll be out of cycle with the leaders. But then you never know how the thing will end, so you just got to try everything you can. I think they're going to get the one to go this time around. And he's going to be on the high side, and lights are out. So I guess the leader has a lane choice on the restart, so he's opting to start on the high side. Making their way down the back stretch. Pace car will be turning in here momentarily. There he goes. Waiting for that green flag. Johnson drops the hammer and he's gone. Lesher right there behind him. Oh boy, they got close there. He was trying to hold off Lesher. Lesher wasn't having it. Here comes the 20 of Powers down on the inside. Johnson trying to defend. He can't hold up both Powers and Krasnowski. There's no way. It looks like both of them are going to get down on his inside. He just doesn't have the tires to do it. Krasnowski, okay, he's still in third. Johnson trying to hold on, do the best he can. Probably just a matter of time now. There's but Shane Christie. Now he ran a little high there. You'll see if he can get by the 76 as well. Boy, Bob Johnson doing a heck of a job trying to stay in that top 10. He might get overhauled here by the 7. Looks like he does. Going into turn 3, boy, the 11 almost ran into the back of him. I think he had to get out of it. And now it's just a little bit of a mismatch. Those old tires, even though I give him kudos for hanging in there and stuff, but right now I don't think he has the ammunition to really battle with these guys right now. And one by one, they're going to pick him off here. Johnson now in the 7th position. There's Travis Eccles. He'll be the next one to come up on him. Lesher already a second ahead of Powers up front. This is Eccles and Foster now coming up behind the 76. Oh, it looks like, wow, Foster, I think, had to get out of the way there just a little bit. More, and things are getting tight right here. There's Honey down on the inside behind Foster. He's watching this stuff unfold in front of him. There's Johnson on the high side. He was leading on that restart, has those old tires on, though. Cade Honey is, well, he was right there behind him. There's Matthew Chase. Both Chase and Honey now. One trying to hit him high, one hit him low there. Cade Honey's probably glad he got those fresh tires now, so he can battle once again here. Right now he's battling with David Meacham there in the 13 machine. Meacham got his car fixed. Still out there racing hard. Further up the front, there's Stephen McComas. He's trying to close in on Travis Eccles for that 6th position. Things are a little hairy on those restarts, but after a few laps, the field starts to get stretched out once again. And then it kind of becomes a game of, okay, who can make the tires last the longest? There's Matthew Dunn in that 55 machine. He's working on the 7 of Shane Christie for that position. Trying to, he's in the top 5, trying to move up to that 4th spot. He drives deep in the turns 3 and 4. Still not able to really close ground on the 7. Better be careful though. Travis Eccles is getting close there. And you see they're all bunched up right there pretty good. Pretty tight battle amongst those four. Well, I should say 5 there. Bob Johnson, he's now down to 13th spot. Let's look up near the front. There's Tyler Powers. Now he's less than a second now behind Justin Lesher. But once again, they have pulled away from Chris Winsky and Matthew Dunn now in the 4th spot. See, there's Matthew Dunn. He did get that 4th position. Looked like he ran a bit high there, coming off of 4. Eccles and McComas trying to see if they can close in. Oh, somebody's spinning. That was, who was that? That was Kinley. But no, it wasn't Ken. Was it Kinley? It was Kirby. Let's see. Oh, more cars going around. There's Kinley. Okay. It wasn't Kinley at first, but Kinley, something happened there. It was Brad Kirby that I think initially got that going there. Let's see, where is he at? Okay, he's still rolling. He doesn't look like he has a whole lot of damage. Okay, let's see what happened here with Brad. And he's going under the 7 there of Shane Christie. And, oh, it just gets into the wall. Oh, who was that? Oh, boy. The 13 just T-bones him. Oh, man. And a little bit of a chain reaction there. There's the 34 up on the high side there. And let's take it back live here. His car doesn't look like it has a whole lot of damage. The rear is banged in there just a little bit. Front seems pretty much okay, though. That right front looks like it might be knocked in, though, a little bit there. Not a whole lot, though, but just a little bit. Not enough to warrant using a fast repair, I would believe. Oh, boy, look at the 34 machine. Man, he's got some heavy damage there. Matthew Kinley. I believe he's looking like the number 22 now. I think Craig Martin was also the one that was missing the front clip on the car there. Now, Kinley is staying out. And he has inherited the lead by staying out. So he's obviously going to try to get a bonus point here for leading a lap. Lesher and Powers there, right? You see Chris Winsky right there behind him. So you got to wonder, is he going to really try to stay out, or is he just going around to get that bonus point for leading a lap and then come on down and get some fresh tires? Because he last pitted on lap 89. So his tires are a little over 20 laps old, but still, you know, he may be afraid to come into the pit road. He might, hopefully, because, you know, if he doesn't use a fast repair, that could be mandatory. And if it's mandatory, he would be stuck if he didn't use the fast repair. So he might be rolling the dice here and just deciding to stay out. Yeah, he didn't come in. He's going to stay out there. Matthew Kinley, your leader now. Here on lap 113. Excuse me. Nobody else is on pit road at the moment. Pacing here now, lap 114 of 54. 154, that is. Lights are out on the pace car, so it'll be lap 115 on the restart. This will be interesting here. Okay, they're making their way here through turn 4. Pace car getting ready to pull in. Let's see what happens. Kinley leads them back for the restart. And Lesher, he is already side by side on him. And oh boy, Kinley, he is just staying to the high side. No match for those front runners. Lesher, Kraswinski, and Powers, they just rocket right on by. Followed by Matthew Dunn, and Kinley is still in 4th place at the moment. He's kind of stuck on that high line there, though. He just tagged the wall there a little bit. Dropped back a few more positions, now back to 9th. That 7 is running a little high there too. Shane Christie. Oh, that was Travis Eccles, I think. Lost it just a little bit. He was able to regain control of the car. Travis Eccles are in that 10th spot, battling with Cade Honey, trying to pick up that 9th position. Lesher has already pulled out to over a 2nd lead on Tyler Powers. Kozłowski still in 3rd. Oh boy, and they're starting to slice and dice up here, folks. Inside the top 10. Oh, and the 7 gets together. Oh, and they collect Travis Eccles. He couldn't thread the needle. There was no hole there for him at all, and he doesn't have a whole lot of damage. Boy, that is going to bring out the caution. Okay, wow. Let's see. Let's see, where's Christie at? He was caught up in that. It looked like he might have decided to tow back to the pits. Oh man, tough break for the 7 there. How about David Meacham? Let's see where he is. He's still on track. Boy, that 13. And I believe he already used his fast repair. He's got a little damage on that right front there. So he can probably continue on. Currently running 15th. Oh boy, look at the 77. He's tore up pretty good as well. Cade Honey, he's now missing his the nose off of that machine. So that is becoming the style here tonight, to go noseless. That's about the 3rd or 4th car now to lose their front clip there. Let's see, Travis Eccles, he's on pit road. He's leading the folks who are on pit road, down pit road. There's Kinley. Levi McFarland, he's coming in. Meacham, he's in. Cade Honey, I think he's, there he is, pulling into his pit box. Let's see if he has a fast repair, if he decides to use it. And he may not even have one left. A lot of folks on pit road. There's Christie. I think he was towing in. I think he got back rather quickly. So I think he might be there for a little while. But meanwhile, Justin Lesher is back up to the front once again, followed by Tyler Power and Travis Kozłowski. Then we have Stephen McComas there in the 4th spot, followed by the 55, Matthew Dunn, rounds out the top 5. Then we have Matthew Chase in that 9 machine, followed by the 76 of Bob Johnson. Now, Bob, he pitted on lap 110, so I think he must have come in the last time they had a caution, and so he's got some fresher tires now. And these tires are only 12 laps old. He's got the 50 of Danny Foster right there behind him. There's Garrett Kaiser 9th, and Kyle Martin is now into the top 10. And Kyle, he stopped on lap 111. So he should be fairly good for tires there. Kyle Boone in that 11th position. John Hopley there 12th. David Meacham, the 13 car, got caught up in another wreck there. Number 13 is running 13th. I'd make that 14th. The timing and scoring is getting him sorted out. So I believe he is in the 14th spot. There's who's behind him there? McFarland. Oh, they're shuffling around on me. Oh, they actually, Kenley's on pit road along with Levi McFarland. Actually on their way out of, actually they came in again. I thought they had already come in. They may be coming in to get a little bit more work done on the car. Oh, and this time he's coming in for tires. About 30 laps to go. It may be less than 30 once we go green again. Let's see, Lesher, all of these guys actually pitted on 110, so that's, they're all pretty much on the same pit cycle here. Lesher, Powers, Kraswinski, McComas, Dunn, Chase, and Johnson, Bob Johnson, they all pitted on lap 110, and then we have Danny Foster, Garrett Kaiser, Kyle Martin, and they pitted on lap 111. And then we had Kyle Boone 112, and then everybody else was like back in the 120s or even higher than that. So we'll see how this deal works out here. It'll be about 30 laps to go here on the restart. On lap 124, it'll be lap 125 on this restart. Pace car is in. Lesher down on that inside. He drops the hammer and he's gone. And there are his two shadows, Powers and Kraswinski. He does get a jump on him though. Look at the 7 back there. I'm sorry, that's not the 7. That's the McComas actually, the 70.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh no, a caution. Oh boy, a big pile up here. Looked like we had some folks, doesn't look like there's a whole lot of damage or anything, but I think some folks just spun around there. Let's go back and look and see. Let's see what happened to Kyle here. And this is on the restart. That was Travis said, oh, okay. And a lot of piling up there. Let's go to Shane Christie and see what, from his perspective, there's the 22 car. He's on the high side. He doesn't have anywhere to go, and he just got collected in that. I mean, he was up high. Oh, boy, and he collects the 38. And this 7 also gets has to come to a halt as well. There's the 11 trying to make his way through. So, yeah, a little bit of pandemonium going on here. Lap 127. And that's just going to help the top 3 there keep those, preserve those tires that much further into the race. So now here we're caution here, a lap of 127. And it seems like the closer they're getting to the end of this race, everybody's starting to get quite racy here. And a lot of those guys a little bit further back, those tires are they're on fresher tires, believe it or not. You know, a lot of the guys that are outside the top 10, they pitted like lap 122 and 128. 122, 126, and things like that. So that fresh rubber gives you a lot of courage. Now Lesher and Krzyzewski now in the second position, and now Stephen McComas is third. Let's see, who's missing? Wait a minute, where is Tyler Powers? He went ahead and pitted apparently, and the two leaders didn't. So that's dropped him back to the 14th position, and it's going to be like maybe lap 30 or so when they go green again. They might get a one to go. We're going to check in a minute, see if the lights are out. But the way he is right now, he would need that to go green and not keep having so many cautions so that he can make time well with these fresh tires here. I do believe the lights are out on the pace car. No, they're not. They're going to have at least one more lap to go. I believe the lights should go out this time as they cross the line, mark lap 130. And lights are indeed out on the pace car. 25 laps now remaining. That's not a whole lot of time there, folks. Nobody is on pit road. So everybody's all lined up and ready to go. Now we saw a few of those other guys, they were taking the high line on the restart, but these guys who have consistently made their way back to the front, they're starting on that low line. Definitely been the line of choice. Pace car is in. Lesher, he drops the hammer and we're racing once again. He's getting some pretty good restarts these last few times he's been out front. Krzyzewski, he's right there. Here comes Stephen McComas, though, now in that third position. And how about Bob Johnson? He was up there. He had those old tires. He's now back in the top 10. Looks like he's getting worked over here by Matthew Dunn, but still, he had dropped way back and had enough cautions where he could come in there and get some tires and maintain good track position still inside the top 10 here at the moment. We got some guys making green flag pit stops. Matthew Kinley and Levi McFarland. Oh, boy. They're not going to want to see the caution come out right now. Meanwhile, McComas there, he's battling with Krzyzewski there for that second position. They've already separated themselves from the rest of the field. Lesher is over 1.3 seconds ahead of Krzyzewski. Oh boy, McComas taking a look down on that inside. Can he make it stick though? Or here they come now crossing the line. 20 laps remaining. Oh boy, he's getting close there. Boy, he's battling hard with the 93 for trying to get that second spot. Let's see if he can get by. He's going to probably push up. He's going to have to be careful here. It looked like you could almost see him turn down to keep from getting into the 93 machine. Laps quickly winding down here at Iowa. Well, Justin Lesher, he's out to a very comfortable lead. There they are, and there he is already coming out of turn 2. And you know he wants this to stay green. 18 laps remaining. Make that 17 remaining. And there he goes, and there's second and third place battling. Let's look a little further back. Matthew Dunn trying to hold on to that fourth spot. Danny Foster rounds out the top 5 at the moment. Garrett Kaiser, he's trying to catch the 72 of Bob Johnson for that 6th position. When the 50 car, Foster, he's making that inside line work pretty good. Keeping Garrett Kaiser right back there. Now 15 laps remaining. Lesher now out to a 3-second lead on Kraswinski. So he's sitting pretty right now. Wants things just to keep on going. There's McComas. He's up there. He's still battling, trying to get past the 93. They just passed Matthew Kinley there at 34. He's probably not on the lead lap, I wouldn't think. We see folks trying that low line to make a pass, and there goes the 34 passing him on the inside. Now he might have he pitted on lap 132. His tires may be a little fresher, so he's able to get around him there. But he's actually 5 laps down, so no point in battling too hard with him. If he can stay ahead of him, that's kind of hurt him trying to catch Kraswinski though. And I'm sure the 34 is not really racing him. He's trying to stay ahead of him, though, and he's not making it easy for him to catch the 93, that's for sure. Justin Lesher, look how far ahead he is now. 3.4, almost 3.5 seconds ahead of second place Kraswinski. Now 11 laps remaining. Now he's got a lap car of, I think that's, what's his first, that's Christie up ahead of him. Shane Christie. So have to be careful here. And Christie, he dives low and lets the leader on by. Good move there on the 7. Lesher with a much better pace, and now there he is, and there's second and third. Oh boy, Kraswinski, he's got a bit of a gap now, 3/4 of a second ahead of McComas. Now you remember the 34 was kind of battling. Now maybe he was kind of battling with him, trying to stay up there as close to the leaders as possible, but Oh, and then McComas gets into the wall. You know, he might have ate up his tires trying to stay ahead of the 34, trying to catch the 93. His tires may be going away now.
I didn't understand.
7 laps remaining now. Your top 3 or 4 or 5 cars are spread out quite nicely. Let's look a little further back in the field here. There's Garrett Kaiser there in the 7th position, battling with the 9 of Matthew Chase for that 7th position. Boy, they're getting close right there as they come off a 4. Kaiser able to hold him off. And all these guys are battling for position. He's got Foster right there in front of him. Foster's and Tyler Powers. Now Powers, he's back up to the 4th spot. Remember, he was way back there like 13th or something. He came in off cycle in those tires. And he's up to 4th, but boy, he's like 7.5 seconds back from the leaders, and he'll never catch them. Excuse me. Now, if anybody would want a caution, you know, he would love to have a caution right now to bunch the field up. He would absolutely love that. Now trying to get by the 7 of Christie. It looks like he's going to get past the 7. In fact, Christie wasn't on the lead lap anyway. Meanwhile, Justin Lesher continues on. 4 laps remaining, showing just over 4 seconds ahead of Travis Krzyzewski. Krzyzewski, he's also pretty good there ahead of McComas to the tune of about 0.8 of a second. And there he is. And boy, he's like probably 2.5 seconds ahead of Tyler Powers, who's made it up to the 4th spot. But he is just seriously pretty much run out of laps here. You can see 3rd place up there with that 34 in between them. And but there's just not too much he can do right now. He just doesn't have the laps remaining to make anything happen here. They're rolling around. And there's your leader coming out of 4. And I believe he's about to take the white flag. Yep, white flag is in the air. Krzyzewski right there. There's McComas. They're all pretty close. So let's look a little further back. There's some battling going on right here. There's Danny Foster. He's trying to hold on to that 7th position. And as he does that, here comes Justin Lesher out of turn 4. He is going to take the checkered flag. He's going to be your winner. Let's go back here and see what happened with Foster. Everybody else finished in order. Looks like Foster, he's going to finish hold on. Actually, he finished 8th. Garrett Kaiser finished in 7th position. But Justin Lesher, he is your winner here tonight in Iowa. Justin Lesher, your winner here tonight. And lighten them up at the start-finish line. And we're going to go and get the guys into the victory lane here. Let's see. McComas, he's there. Krzyzewski's there. We got to get our winner, Justin Lesher, get him up there. Go ahead and move him up there. Let's see. I thought I just saw him. Where is he? Is he up there? There he is. Okay, and we're going to head on down there with him. Okay, folks, we're down here in victory lane with our top 3, Justin Lesher, Travis Krzyzewski, and Stephen McComas. Hey, Justin, you got a copy. Hey, man, congratulations, man. I tell you, you had quite a battle going on there, but those last few restarts, you're really getting some really good restarts, though, and I'm sure that really helped you out there.
Yeah, first run of the race there, I didn't do a good job of saving tires, so I made sure I did a little bit better there at the end. And I think me and the 20 were pretty equal, but he pit there late, and that's pretty much all I needed.
10-4, man. I tell you, obviously it was more of a deal with tire wear than fuel here tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely, like I said, I didn't save tires the first run like I needed to, and I fell back to third, but made some adjustments. And, there for a while we kept having cautions, so it was kind of like, are we going to get a long run? But we got one there to the finish, and happy we did because that's what I was looking for.
Absolutely. Once you got out there, I knew you didn't want to see a caution then. But, yeah, congratulations, man. Anybody want to give a shout-out to?
I want to give a shout out to my boys. My buddy Matt Dunn in here, he's the one that painted my car, and my buddy Garrett, he's a teammate of mine. So just give these guys a shout out, and everybody that watched the stream, I hope you had fun. I felt like it was a fun race, and thanks for coming out.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations. We'll see you next week.
All right, man. Thank you.
Hey, Travis, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I tell you, boy, you were out there fighting with the leaders all race long, having a great race, man. And you were running. I saw you running third quite a bit, and you finally got up to that second spot, and you weren't giving it up for nothing.
Yeah, once Powers pulled into the pits, it kind of sealed the deal for at least a podium for me. I think I know he was trying to go hoping for a late caution, and that'd be his in for the lead. But it was one heck of a race up there with McComas right behind me most of the time too.
10-4, yeah, that was a bit of a roll of the dice. I think he had dropped back to something like 13th or something, and but he was making it. You saw how he made his way back up inside the top 5, and I just like Justin, you're probably saying, please don't have a caution come out now, because that's probably exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, I saw him. I have a couple other people I was in a voice chat with, and they're like, oh man, he's running through the field. I seen him pop up on my relative, and I was like, oh no. He was shaving off at least half a second each lap.
Man.
I was praying we didn't have a caution.
Yeah, and those cautions held off, and you guys were to hold on, man. But congratulations. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Thank you. I just want to say thank you to the fellow owners of mine, Brian Kozad, Danny Foster, Matthew Kinley, and Bob Johnson. We all came together to put this league together, and this was our second race of the season, and I don't think it could have gone any better.
Absolutely, man. It looks like we're going to have a lot of exciting races to go, man, and we look forward to seeing you guys out there.
I can't wait. Thank you.
10-4, man. We'll see you later.
Have a good night. Hey,
Steven, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Hey, man, great finish, man. I tell you, you weren't really up the front there, but hey, you're up there when you needed to be, and congratulations on getting in that top 5 and getting in the top 3 right there at the end there.
Yeah, thank you, man. We started pretty good in the top 5 when the race or the green flag originally dropped, but a couple of little incidents I had, tapping the wall here and there, and I want to give an apology out to Cade Honey for tapping him pretty hard on one corner, but we finished pretty strong.
10-4, man. I tell you, and it seemed like they were doing pretty good at first without those caution. Then we had a couple here and there, and then there was a little bit of a break, and then you know how I say cautions breed caution. Then they started happening one on top of the other, and were you hoping like to get some fresh tires and like, well, okay, hope this thing stays green here?
Well, I was hoping for no cautions there at the end, like Justin and Trav were, because I saw the 20 ducked in, and we were sitting ducks if a caution came out again.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations, man, on that great finish. I know you're looking forward to repeating that again next week, and we'll see what happens next week.
All right, thank you, man, and thanks for hopping on board and doing this broadcast, and keep up the good work, man.
Thank you, and we'll see you next week. Okay, folks, well, that is going to do it here, and let's go ahead and bring up the finishing the results here. Let's go grab those for you here. And there they are. And Justin Lesher is your winner, and he's followed by Travis Kraswinski there in second. Then we have Stephen McComas third, Tyler Powers fourth, Matthew Chase fifth, Matthew Dunn sixth, Garrett Kaiser seventh, Danny Foster eighth, David Meacham ninth, Kyle Martin rounds out the top 10. Then Bob Johnson 11th, John Hopley 12th, Travis Eccles 13th, Cade Honey 14th, Craig Martin 15th. Then we have Kyle Boone 16th, 17th is Levi McFarland, 18th position is Shane Christie. In 19th position, we have Matthew Kinley, Brad Kirby 20th, Corey Boone 21st, and rounding out the field is 22nd, Braxton Sponsler. And as always, we want to thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Let's get rid of that. We want to thank you for joining us here with the Eastern Central Racing Association, and boy, I tell you, we really had fun, and can't wait to be back here next week, and we will see you guys then. And for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, I want to wish you a pleasant evening.